Oh, okay, so will today be? We always go into this not really knowing what the next week's event card is going to be. So will this be finally when we get Bad Moon Rising? Maybe it'll be as an April Fool's joke. It'll make you think it is, but it's not. And I've kind of wasted my gems. I keep saying like, oh, I want 1,000 in my back pocket in reserve, just in case it comes out so I can get 2 of them. But I keep getting baited in by these ones that aren't really that good. Like I got a very low cost one last time that just has a fun effect. It was actually the one we just saw, where you can click on a gravestone and basically just, thanks for the bits. When doing face reveal, never, or maybe by accident, buy yourself a Coke. Yeah, I shouldn't really drink soda these days, though. I'm trying to watch my, aside from my fast food indulgence, I don't really drink soda anymore, at least. When you play a plant on the heights, that plants get +2/+2. I bought that little Spirus one last time because of the simple fact that you're able to look at the gravestone, so at least that's a fun interaction, but that's not really worth 500 gems. As much as people mock me for even buying them, period, you especially shouldn't buy them like that. At least the criteria of having a high cost one. But this is the only way that I open packs like anymore, is if they're like, you know, from this sort of reward. I haven't opened one manually from just buying it in a while. A lot of these things I already have. I'm not a big fan of the Yeti. This thing I think is pretty good, but I don't even know what it is. Let's look at all the new ones actually, which is only really those 3. It's always going to be typically the high cost ones because I have a lot of low cost garbage cards. And yeah, isn't it amazing that we played this for like almost a year, even if on an irregular short basis, and we still don't even have one of these like deck recipes completed, which I imagine aren't really that good still by today's standard, but conjure a pet and it gets +1/+1. Or you know what, that is pretty good actually, because you could keep doing it if it stays alive. Like, see, the one that gives you like a lunchbox or something isn't really good enough, but conjuring a pet could be really good. Unless it's like some sort of fixed pet, but it's like any sort of pet zombie that could be really good. Some of them could be legendary, some of them could be all kinds of other crazy crap. A zombie gets +5/+5 in Frenzy. Maniacal Laugh. That's not really that good, and I feel like I haven't seen it much. Black Hole plants here get -1. When a plant is played, move it here. That's actually not bad. Or, you know, sometimes I'll make a point to try to use stuff that I just got because it's just new, or just for variety to mix it up. We have been using some of the same stuff over and over. Season 71 Wood League Easter Bunny egg over there. So we didn't get any gems for that, though. That's what I don't get. Maybe because I'm not getting to a high enough rank. And of course, we don't take advantage of these ones very much at all. And so it's very rare that you get 2 of these at once, but you technically aren't getting them at once. You're getting them like over the course of a month, because it took me like 2 weeks to do this one. Now it'll take me like 2 weeks to do this one because of how, whatever, little I play or something. We got to stop giving Captain Combustible the honors of going first, because then we're not going to end up playing as anybody else. Right, like he just dominates the whole time, but it just feels like because he's new, he should get that credit. But we've neglected certain ones. Like, we only get to them if we lose with all the other ones, right? So we kind of do it in order, but I shouldn't really keep doing that. So this one's no good because we already had it, so that kind of tells you I didn't really want it in there. This one I'm not really sure, but we also had that one too. Wait, craft? Wait, wait, what? I didn't mean to do that. So did I break my no crafting thing? I'm so confused. What the hell just happened? I might have done it by mistake, but I don't, that's it. That invalidates the whole run. You gotta play show. Yeah, I will. Yeah, you voted for that one. I haven't played that in a super long time, actually. I can't even remember the last time I played it was. It's probably super different by now, too. What the fuck just happened? I don't even understand. How did I hit craft? Here, I'll even recycle it just to show, like, I'm not going to use the dust, but I don't know why the fuck or how the fuck that happened, or what it even gave me as a result. Did it give me like some kind of gems? It didn't. That's so stupid though. Like, where did I even see that? Craft a, like, I don't want to do these hero quests because I'm assuming I just misclicked it, but I don't really see how I did. But no, I'm obviously not using that or even going to benefit from it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But no, let's just try to fill these in. So what did I get that was new? That thing was no good because I already had it, so I obviously didn't want it really in here. This thing is not bad, but why do I only have one of them? I guess because I already have two in there. You typically don't want more than like 2 copies of a particular card. It always cracks me up when people say that about like legendaries or something like that. Like, oh, you only want 2 dark matter dragon fruit. Like, I'd put more if I could have them in there, but this thing is pretty good. I wonder why I don't have that. I guess this one maybe just has a better effect. +1/+1 if you made OE6, whereas this is gonna have to do with like environments or something, which is actually not bad either, but I think maybe Wall Knight's happy with what he has, right? Like, there's nothing really that I want to get rid of. The amphibious pair thing is not bad, but there's just better things, I guess, in general. So he doesn't get much of an overlift here. Let's see what we got here. We got another Fire Pea, but he's kind of tight with the amount of stuff we can get rid of in the early game, so I don't really want to do that. I'm just being kind of lazy, even with, you know, I don't really want to change these decks too much either, but if there is something that justifies it, I will do it. I think the zombies got the better bulk of the cards here, for sure. So this is pretty much all the same, fine, because we have whatever we would have in here that we want would already be here, right? If we already had copies of it. So that would kind of show you. Solar Flare always gets neglected because I just don't like her. Everybody likes her so much that I almost do it out of spite, where I just ignore her. So this one's okay to have. The only kind of healing or defensive stuff that Solar Flare would have, but we don't even put it in there normally. I thought it was in there, actually, where he gives you like +1 for every plant or whatever it is. Of course, I don't really like healing much as a mechanic, but let's see here. Yeah, that was kind of a random choice to even put on that poll. I don't know why I even thought of that. I almost don't even want Fallout 76 on there, not just because, oh, it's a bad game and nobody likes it, but because I haven't even played Fallout 4 enough, so it might spoil certain things from that, where it's just like, oh, it's a reskin version of that or something. So the Smash has been getting spoiled like crazy. This guy didn't get anything, so nobody got anything besides the Smash of value. Go ahead and try to look at this one here. Yeah, the Yeti is actually pretty good as far as long-term value, because if it does stick around, right, you'll keep getting a pet over and over, and that is actually pretty valuable. I don't think I want another one of those. Eliza Thornberry looking chick. This one's okay, but I can't really decide. Plants here get -1. When a plant is played, move it here. That could be very good. That's like a taunt mechanic, basically, for the fact that very tough to decide what to get rid of, though, because all these cards are actually pretty decent. And I never thought I'd say that about one of these decks, but it's actually... You want 3 of those because you have some kind of synergy going, actually. This guy is so garbage, actually, but it sometimes still helps you. It's just garbage compared to that Bray Nana thing that's always so good. I guess I could try... I mean, why fix it if it isn't broke? But I guess he hasn't been going on crazy win streaks. This one's okay, but it's not like... Like, why does it really matter? That's the thing. I'm not really going to benefit from using it because... That's not really how I'm playing this. I don't really care where the plants go. So I won't bother with that one. This one's also not that good either. But again, it feels bad not to use them. I should almost do it like a challenge that way, where I'm forced to use the ones that are new cards just because. Of course, if I already have them in there, then I won't count that. But we should give it like a moment in the spotlight. So let me get rid of a similar card, or like even the removal card, I guess. I guess I could afford to do it. It's going to come back to bite me, I'm sure, but... You want 2 of those, you want 2 of those. Oddly enough, I like this guy more, just because his statting is kind of sexier. 6 mana, 7/8. We got rid of one of those, and then we got rid of one of these other... Maybe that one, even though it is a good card. We can get rid of one other... I won't get rid of the flag one, because that can be really good. Alright, we'll do it like that, even though I'm not entirely happy with that. But we do have some pretty good pet synergy going on. So we'll go ahead. We'll start with the guy, the Captain Combustible. When are you collabing? Collabing with who? Oh, with you? I guess whenever it lines up. Like, what did you want me to play? Like, Modern Warfare or something? Either Modern Warfare or Fortnite or Minecraft. We'd have to... I guess Wednesday is the only day I could really do it. So, like, if you're free this Wednesday at a particular time, it's just so hard to line it up. Yeah, like, first of all, what game would you want me to do? Besides chess, of course. That kind of counts as collabing, though, because we're always such a good chess competition between us. Let's see what we got here. You don't really have any reason to keep a 5 cost. I'll go as high as keeping 4 cost if I feel like that's still going to be better than the alternative. But this guy's like hyper aggressive anyway with how I try to play him, which is the right way to do it. I won't say it's the only way to do it, but... Tell me a game you want to play, you will play it. But I mean, what do you like? You were saying something about Call of Duty. We can play Chivalry tomorrow if you want. I mean, it really doesn't matter to me. Okay, my position is sometimes so awkward, but it's a good thing I play card games or games that only take like 1 button input. Something's actually weird today, like where my mic sometimes blocks a little bit of my screen, but today it's blocking a lot of it. Like, why? I don't really understand. Why is it like so elevated? I guess you can't really see or understand because I obviously don't show it, but that's the true hard mode challenge. You have such a scuffed setup that you can't even see your screen because it's literally blindfold based on the stupid ass position of your microphone and stuff. So we can just ignore everything he does and just go face. The perfect strategy, which can be very good. Anything competitive, but not board games though, only chess. What about like Rocket League? We could do Rocket League, which I kind of probably suck at because I only played a little bit. Yeah, let's do Rocket League this Wednesday. So like I'll play it anyway, and then if you happen to be there, you know, we can play it together. And if not, that's fine. Then I can do something else the week after. You got Rocket League? I don't know exactly what time I'll do it, but yeah, that is the big question. He read my mind. I have no idea because you see how random my schedule is. But it would probably be at, let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today is Friday, so Friday is a night stream. So Saturday would be morning, Sunday would be night, Monday would be morning, Tuesday would be night, Wednesday would be morning. So it would be in the morning, like, I don't know, like 9 o'clock Eastern time in the morning, something like that. But I can't really promise it. This is going to be a little bit fucked up. Let me see. You could just do this, so whatever you trade into is going to be pretty much worth it. How the heck was I in this angle before? Which you have no idea what I'm even referring to, I'm sure. But how is this working if... That's so weird. Maybe I was just like always looking off to the side or something of my mic so I could see the screen. But no, my level of setup has like 3 layers of scuff to it where... And he's really milking this stupid ass invincibility. I guess the best we can do is just go face. But no, like we have 3 layers of scuff. One is like with the Shure MV7, which is a good mic and a good, you know, overall setup. Then this is my second layer with like a Blue Yeti mic, and then I have an even worse one that I do off stream when I record stuff sometimes, like chat sessions, and that's like with a shitty dollar store Walmart mic for like 20 bucks, kind of like the webcam that I've been using. Like the best that I can come up with. I'm available in the mornings, but I would like to know what your time is right now. Okay, so it's like 8 o'clock at night right now, so it would be like 11 hours before now, right? Instead of 12 hours, because yeah, it would be more like 9. So 11 hours before now. Oh shit, did I just miss a turn because I wasn't paying attention? Here, let's just destroy some of his shit. I don't think that would even really be worth doing. He's just going to outvalue me. But even if people try to argue, oh, you should hold stuff like that back, it's not going to matter because hold it back for what, right? You're not going to win if the game drags out. So yeah, like 11 hours ago now would be when I would play it. Where do you even live, Nightmare? Like, what's your time zone? I feel like he's in the US, but I don't know what. Like East Coast, West Coast. So many of my viewers for chess were like from other countries and stuff, like where Andre and all these different people. Maybe because I would stream at such weird times that it would almost make sense that way, but definitely not very consistently. So this is not working out really too well, but you can get the leafy synergy from that because that thing has always stuck around. At least it'll serve some purpose in its useless existence. Don't really know time zones, but you live in Washington, DC, or Washington State. So that would be West Coast. So that'd be like 2 hours off from us. State, okay. My friend lives there, actually, Seattle. I was gonna go work there with her actually, but then I decided not to. Let's go here. I mean, I guess you may as well do this, but it doesn't really do much for me either. Why does it feel like we've gotten that one from the Leafy effect so many goddamn times? Near Seattle, cool. They need to bring back the Seattle Supersonics, the basketball team. They still have a WNBA team there, so that's the biggest way to stick it to you. Like, not only did Seattle lose an NBA team, but they still have a WNBA team, but they can't handle it. Like, you know, how can they have demand for that when it's a much less popular league? It's just so weird. And it was right around when they drafted like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook too, so it's not like they were doing badly. That had nothing to do with it, I guess. I always wonder that with sports teams, like a bad team like the Pistons, right? They've been bad generally for most of their existence, besides a few times, like in the 80s and obviously in the man, this guy's just spamming the shit out of that effect. This is start of turn, make another snake. Oh, this actually good. Like, who watches these teams that are doing so badly for such a long period of time? Like, what do you even have to look forward to? So why would you even bother? It's like, you know, the Pistons are bad. They've been bad. They're going to continue to be bad, but they still make money somehow and still survive. It's like when Michael Jordan bought the Bobcats or the fucking whatever they're called now. It's a case where you know they're going to be bad, but yet his team value increased and people are still watching and going to games. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, I got Discord. A zombie played on this does a bonus attack. I mean, I'm probably going to lose here, which is unfortunate, but Captain Combustible has been doing pretty good lately. Yeah, he just simply has too much value for me to handle. If there's nothing I could possibly even do here that's going to help me. Team up, when you play a team up plans get +1. We can talk when we play, sure, yeah. Strategic plans have to be shared among the team. Or we should like play against each other though, it's the kind of the point, right? 1v1. But we can do that too. I think I'm going to be really bad at it because I think I was bad in the first place, but I'd probably be worse now. For some reason I'm just like worse at everything. Even chess, because even though I'm theoretically better, it's just because I played more. I think I'm innately a lot worse than I used to be. It's just like my effort level isn't there with a lot of things. I'm so like casual and laid back with so many things that I do. Which that's one thing, at least historically, I would have never said about myself. I might be bad at something, but at least I'll put forth the effort to try. You're a noob too? You started playing it 3 days ago, really? Yeah, I played it a little bit back in the day, but not much. But no, I would almost enjoy like a 1v1 format with that game, which even maybe doesn't make sense because, oh, like the field is too big, so it doesn't, but whatever. Like, I always love 1v1 stuff. I have like 2 criteria for multiplayer stuff. Number 1 is I like it when it's 1v1, or like, you know, like I either like that or I like it when it's me versus them, but it's not like a team-based thing. So I don't want it to be team versus team, and I don't want it to be even like, I can't remember. I had like an expression for it that I would use. Okay, let's see what the Smash can do. He has like a good mid-range potential at least. But that's why I like card games and stuff so much, because whether I win or lose, it's my fault. It's kind of the point, right? So like I take full blame or I take full credit. There's no excuses like, oh, this guy carried me or this guy held me back or all this kind of dumb stuff, right? It's always got to be to my credit or to my blame. Yeah, we can 1v1. Yeah, we can try all kind of other formats too, though. You're 1,600 points in Rocket League. I don't know what that means, really, but... yeah, that is one of those games that's really fun to watch. Not that I really ever have much, but... you know, just the whole visuals of it. It's like they created their own sport, basically. That's what's so... you know, you're gonna get the frenzy thing anyway, so... I don't see why that even matters too much. This is not a bad position. You're gonna get the frenzy things. We end up playing more aggro here than even on combustible because I'm just more in control of the game and we're playing against kind of a worse opponent, I guess. I don't know what it is with this position today that's actually bothering me. Like I'm having to speak into the side of the mic more than the middle of it. That trades in. This guy just seems like a pushover, though, honestly. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll do my little chivalry thing. I'll try to wake up early for it. Then obviously Sunday's hard. I mean, everything's pretty much the normal thing. So, like with chess, I'm doing that series of obviously the Bob permadeath thing, and then sort of off stream I'm doing the other challenge, which is like the permadeath piece out round robin on the chess. So I have a lot of different interesting formats going on with it now. And then I also have the whole increment thing, but that's always just kind of there in the background as kind of a permadeath challenge. It would almost imply that I'm good to be so confident that I would have such challenges, but it's really not. I just do that with everything all the time because I just like it. You know, I'm a permadeath player at heart, so like, why not bring the love of that to other formats too? So, like every game that I play, even this, like even some random casual card game, I would still do that with, to the extent that like, oh, you know, I'm going to... you know, obviously, every hero gets 1 life per episode at least. This series has just gone on too long, though. I like the game, but I mean, look, dude. This should not have gone on this long. I don't know what I can really do with it, or what I'm even trying to do with it, but... like, I'll collect every card in the game. Basically, I'm just waiting for Badman Rising to come up, and then I can just do whatever I want with it, because... you know... it's the only way that I can do it. Or like then I'll try to actually ladder, but then I still won't have necessary time to. That'll be good just to cut it down in case aggro does come into play, but then again I'm playing Wall Knight, so I probably shouldn't have done that. There's so many better targets that you would have had to use it on. I love when you get stuff to actually down to 0 where you can just spam the shit out of it, but this isn't really an aggro deck, so you have to be aware of that too, that you don't really want to play it like that. Let's see if we can get to rank 5. I always set that goal of like, oh, we should get 5 ranks per episode, but that doesn't even work because obviously, I don't know, like we obviously haven't even been getting to gold in the course of a month, and we play once a week, so we should have at least done that. But I think the first episode is sometimes the hardest because, you know, everybody's, well, I would say like everybody's at a low rank, so it's kind of deceptive because it's the beginning of the month. But also, even later in the month, you get ranked against people, matched against people way higher ranked than you too, so it doesn't even mean anything. Right, it's always going to be unfair because the matchmaking is just so busted in this game. But it's not even that you should play super defensively with this guy, but you should always try to drag the game out a bit more. You don't have to always go face. Let's see what he can do here. Not a bad spot. My health is okay. Or it's kind of okay to let yourself take a lot of damage because you're going to have a lot of defensive capabilities. You're going to heal from the nurse. You're going to heal from your own superpower effect. It's not too bad. Move a plant. Move it away into the probably the center, or we might end up moving something else. We have a pretty formidable board. This guy I like because of his untrickable element, which is what I call anything that kind of hinders tricks, not that it's actually untrickable at all. I don't even think I have a single untrickable card in my whole collection. I couldn't, right? Because I would always be using it all the time. Even the mushroom that I think of like that is going to just be, you know, where it does damage to them if they play a trick, not that it's actually untrickable. So that's fine, I guess, for now, but we have to just hope that we got get a lot of big cost stuff. We're gonna just let this fucking saucer stay there the whole time. I don't know why I think of that as a tomato sometimes, just the way it doesn't really look like an apple from that angle. So now we can use none of these yet, so you just have to wait. No, the football zombie in this game is kind of underrated too because you don't really see it all that often, considering how busted it is in the actual game. That's how you know he's a top tier player, that he's using the fucking pumpkin thing. +2 in frenzy, why not just go for it, even though it is a bit of an overcommit. But no, that is a terrific effect that you get the ability to obviously increase the trick cost and everything. My own little mini dark matter dragon fruit. You can go ahead and destroy that stupid pumpkin thing. Whenever you don't play something there, you know you're holding like, they know you're holding like a trick back, but maybe you're not. Maybe you just didn't get anything suitable or actually worth playing. But you know, you would think you would play even some shitty minion if you had it there, so you should be fine no matter what here. It doesn't really matter what you do to it. Go ahead and get rid of this fucker. Get rid of this clown. You almost like pre-move that interaction. I feel like I put it there before the other one is even done. Okay, that was pretty good. Is the smash gonna hijack all the attention from Captain Combustible, because he's been sort of whoring it the last couple episodes? Okay, let's see how far we can get here. That's one of the new cards that could be fun to try, but I won't make a point to try to keep it just yet. Even this takes on the form of like an aggro deck just because of how early, I don't know, just how many low cost cards we have, but that's just the nature of my whole collection overall, just because I don't have too many high cost cards, and the only ones that I really do have come from either the event card, like the defensive end, or the two things from those guaranteed packs, like the nurses and the whatever those other things are called that I like so well, the 6 mana 7/8. The little flame wreath faceless wannabe type thing that isn't quite as good value as that. And then again, what is the Gigantosaurus from Magic says hello, 5 mana 10/10. That's one of my favorite cards in card game history, not even because it's so good, although it is really good, but because, you know, it just represents what I'm all about. Like, it doesn't have to have any effect, anything else. Just hard commit to one thing, like green, which I like anyway, and then you get rewarded by double the value. It's just unbelievable, because then people always say, oh, well, you can just get rid of it with removal, but you can get rid of anything with a removal pretty much. Or actually, you can't. That's why I like Untrickable so much, or, I mean, Hexproof is the more commonly known name, or now Elusive. You can finally use a fishery because they finally added that keyword to Hearthstone, but... That's fine. Maybe we'll try to play a little bit longer episode today since I started earlier. But either we'll go till every hero is gone and played through, or we'll go through till conjure a pet and it gets +1/+1. I mean, that is pretty worth it though, because let's see what that actually means for us. It should be just like, yeah, like any pet in the game. The value of that could be amazing if it actually stays alive, because we're going to get an infinite value sort of loop here, which we often don't have. Any sort of cards that are going to do that sort of stuff for me. The Meghan Markle stat line that I always call it, the social climber, 3 mana 4/2. Don't ask me why, just that one chick with the ring picture in Magic Arena. That I always nickname that, and she happens to be a 3 mana 4/2. I might get greedy for that a little bit, but it's actually okay because we can still trade into this other thing. So we're just gonna stack up fucking cards if you can't deal with that anyway. Or with this effect, I always think of Noah from Yu-Gi-Oh, where he always has those spirit type creatures where they always flip back to your hand at the end of the turn. Whichever ones they were, like the ones that's like a bunny that can attack you directly. And then there's like some Hino Kago Suchi guy. I mean, I argue we shouldn't keep doing this, but you can Okay, let's try to get to rank 5. Still with the one that we're... No. Wait. Oh, no, wait. Am I using the wrong one? I'm using this one that I just made, aren't I? Fuck. Okay. No, you know what? That one shouldn't count because I shouldn't be allowed to play as that one way or the other. It's not like I'm avoiding a really tough matchup either. Okay, it's okay. Alright, let's do this one. Is the proper one that we were on a win streak with. So that game, obviously, we're just aborting at the beginning because it's not fair, one way or the other. And we get another ranked 3 to make it all even. Okay, so you get 2, 3, 7. And of course, we have this excellent guy who's going to carry me through the game, which is kind of underrated in a way. I didn't like the other Yeti because it just summons the lunch boxes or something stupid. But this one seems to be far better. Hey Gerardo, how you been? Or he was just here yesterday, actually. I hear background noises too, like a kitchen or something. Are you streaming at McDonald's or something? There really shouldn't be anything. A kitchen, huh? Yeah, I don't know why the hell that happened though. My OBS has just been bugging out and crashing a lot. Oh, you only heard it on a voicemail? Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. It was like kind of maxed out every second with the volume. Which obviously wasn't just from my voice because I wasn't even saying anything. Probably the background noises. Oh shit, this is like my favorite card in the game. Is this like my first chance to ever get to play it? I might have gotten it actually from an effect before, but... And it perfectly fits this guy's style of play too. Damn, this guy is really becoming my MVP of my whole collection just because... Look at the value that you get out of him already, even though this guy's gonna clown me with Meme Lord over here. Starch Lord, the clown that he is. But he'll save me from him too, I guess. And that AoE, man, these value cards he's giving me are insane though. So it could be effectively a trade, but we could get rid of that too. Well, he's not even gonna let me touch the guy. Sounds like at a public place? Yeah, my bedroom is sometimes considered that, haha. If you know what I mean. Do you like racing games, Mr. Loud Gamer? Honestly, I haven't played too many racing games historically. I like F-Zero, but here, let's milk the shit out of this guy though. The F-Zero series, but unfortunately they nipped that in the bud, and I've never played that very much. The Mario Kart that everybody's so crazy about, because I always make fun of that. Like, who wants to play like a slow racing game where like you're going faster than you do in your car in real life? Like, what speed do Mario Kart carts go at? Not very fast, right? So I never understood the appeal of those. At least F-Zero, you're going at like super fast, like 1,000 fucking miles an hour plus or something. At least that feels like you're doing something you couldn't do in real life. Kind of like making fun of sports games where we'd basically be in a position where, you know, like, why couldn't you just play the sport in real life, even if you can't play it as well, right? Who would play an actual sports game? Also me, played over 1,000 hours of NBA 2K and shit, but still, like, in theory, there's no real good reason why you would want to do that, right? Why play a game where you could do the same thing you can do in real life? Or you can say the same thing about, like, why I like mages so much as a class. Like, for example, you know, why play as a warrior? Warriors existed in real life with a sword and a shield, or like an archer. Why not do something fantastical that actually uses spells that you couldn't ever do throughout history? Even if you wouldn't do it now in real life, right? The fact that people have or could takes sort of the fun out of it. Maybe that's a weird way to look at it, but the Need for Speed, yeah, we could try that sometime too. Yeah, let's do Rocket League for sure this Wednesday. But like I said, I'll do it anyway, even if you're not here. You know, that'll just be my game for Wednesday. A lot of these games I'm not even gonna have, but Rocket League is free if I'm not mistaken. Or like I played it before, so even if I wasn't, I would have it, but I'm pretty positive it is. Yeah, that's like them inventing their own little virtual sport, right? Like where they don't even have to update it. It's just like the game is the game, and that's it. Like that's why sports have such a low standard to them. You just create the game, and then that's it. It could just stay the same forever, and you just keep playing it over and over. You don't even have to update it. You don't even have to add anything to it. I maybe should have just frozen that to keep this guy alive, but I guess it's okay. This is in the morning. Yeah, it'll definitely be in the morning. Rocket League is free. Plot twist, you have been hired and being sponsored by PlayStation. Well, it doesn't really matter. Even if you were. Okay, we're getting clowned by this 4-1 guy over here. Literally, right? Because that's like a clown's trick where he comes out of the fucking box. Whatever that thing is. Should almost have frozen that one too, I guess. Or why would that even have to do with PlayStation? Like, oh, like then does that mean you would expect me to play Rocket League on PlayStation though? Because I don't know if I can do that. I do have it here, but that might be too much of a headache to set up again. I'm too lazy. Or does it have like cross-platform play? I guess I could if I really had to, but... Okay, this is not too big of a deal, but... We're not in the greatest spot, or I'm kind of getting rushed down quite a bit myself, despite my antics of trying to always play fast pace. So what a tragic moment to be in. You have 2 dark matter dragon fruits and no opportunity to play them. Okay, that's actually good. At least it'll save me from that, and it will, or no, it won't, but in the future it will. We can freeze one. We can buff this up even further, which would be pretty good. So we just have to play it on the roof to block whatever potential lethal we could have. We go ahead, buff that sucker. Get rid of this, and then we're still gonna die though. Or no, we're not, because we'll get hit only by the tennis chick. Only works with controller. No, you can play it with. Maybe it works better with controller. But I think I even remember playing it on PC with mouse and keyboard. And why is it taking so long to do the daily quest though? Alright, so we lost to that, we lost to that. Let's do Super Brain since I typically do Infinity normally. At least gonna give everybody a chance here. Yeah, we can try it on there. It'll be a good excuse to use that again. Let's have to remember to set it up. Have a zombie. Yeah, I have all these consoles that I just get and then I never use. It is kind of a waste of money. Or even like that stupid ass Kindle Scribe thing I was doing. Like, what's the point? I'm writing everything I'm saying on a piece of paper while I say it. At least like for the sake of doing it as content on stream. Like, but in general, why not just use it on your phone or just have like an iPad or just so many different things you could do. But like, I don't know why I even got that, honestly. I can't remember even when I got it either. It was at least like a year ago. It's just like a fun little gimmick, but the problem is that it needs like a better operating system where it feels like you can do everything that you could do on a phone and then, you know, do that on top of it. Then it would be a plus. It's like it gives you the feel of like you're writing, but couldn't you just have like an app or some sort of function on an iPad or something that would do kind of the same thing? My little Nintendo DS had a little fucking pen that made me feel like I was writing on it on the touchscreen. So like, it's like just a glorified thing. I don't know why it's any better. Only have to connect 2 cables for the PS5 to turn. No, but to set it up with my whole streaming setup is a little bit more work, but I'll do it. Start the game up. You only need some personal information. Or you know what I don't even have is I don't even have a subscription to that thing. I'd have to resub to PSN or whatever. So whenever I'm not using it, I try to or no, actually normally I don't unsub when I'm not using it, but I made a point to this last month. I said, let me go through every single fucking subscription on my card and unsub from every single one because I'm not using any of them. So we had like a dozen different ones that I'm losing like $100 a month just because I'm a clown and I'm too lazy to unsub from everything. So Microsoft subscription, Nintendo Switch subscription, PS5 subscription, you know, PSN subscription. We had like some fucking random Netflix thing, HBO Max, like none of these things that I actually use on a regular basis. Chess.com probably subscription, even though no, I don't even have that because I deleted my account. So there's some games that don't need PS5. No, I think you would because you would be playing it online, so that's fine. I can easily do it. All gargantuars have bullseye. Move the zombie. Okay, we're in a decent spot here. This is literally me, the mage role player that I love mages so much that I was just talking about before. Who would want to play a fucking warrior when you can be that guy? Although I would want to be that one barbarian one. They need to make a PvZ MMO, unironically. Would be pretty fun. You get to play as, you know, the two factions, either Plants or Zombies, and you get to, like, you know, wander around the world and do different quests and stuff. Just like, it just feels like the one IP milking that they haven't done of all the ones that they have. Right, they've done like every genre possible, imaginable. Card game, you know, Overwatch clone type thing, all these different things. You don't need it, huh? That's so weird though. You would need, I would assume you would need it to just play online. Because I thought you need PS Plus to play online with anything. Like just in general. I'd have to bring back my capture card for my other thing. I just have to remember. All my setups are so scuffed, it gets so confusing. Alright, we can go ahead and put this down. I should almost have done that one, maybe. Vegito versus Super Boo, recolorized over here. The bonus attack, okay, come on. Solar Flare is just delaying the inevitable. It's like the Solar Flare punching bag stream, but not for me, where I just get to pick on them all day long. Do a bonus attack again. Only need PS5 Plus for certain games like COD Warfare 2, Need for Speed, and Minecraft. I only know about those games since those games are the only PS5 games that need a sub. I see. Get another free attack here. Just bully the stupid clown Solar Flare, but you're still gonna get saved by the block meter. Okay, hurry up, bro. Deal 2 damage. Yeah, that's really gonna save you. That's the one thing I like in this game, though. Typically, you don't see like crazy comebacks. If you're losing by this much, right, you're probably gonna win. So this is the kind of bored, helpless position that I like to see my opponents be in. So all I wanted to do was get to like rank 5 and complete the daily quests, which are... Okay, we actually did that one before the one that we already had there, or the weekly quest, I guess, in this capacity. And now whether I win or lose, I should get that anyway. Obviously the 2 damage here. GTA 5, yeah, GTA Online. It is always kind of a dumb system that I always criticize, like, you know, on PC you wouldn't have to pay money to play a game online, but on console you always do, whether it be Xbox or that. They make you pay for the privilege of using their brilliant online servers. Which even Nintendo does that, so that's the ultimate cuck job, because everybody knows Nintendo's internet sucks anyway. I remember trying to play something on the Wii online and it would lag the shit out of it all the time. They should pay us for having to deal with that shit in the first place. Wait, we're playing the same guy again though. How did he re-queue that quickly and then also change his plan? Okay, that's fine. It's a curve play. But yeah, that's a good thing, because this game will be so dead, or it'll be so inundated with bots that you'll get to bully the same people over and over. Because who else is going to be playing, let alone at this exact time? Right? So it wouldn't be that hard to find that. You end up playing the same person over and over. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Just do everyone besides the... Oh, fuck. Why have I misclicked so many times today? Something's wrong with my mouse, clearly. Because, wait, that won't even do anything. This guy's a total clown. So either he's a bot or he's a clown. Torchwood with the ice. What is this, the hard mode where it makes no fucking sense? There's 5 or more. Okay, fine. Where everything is like topsy-turvy upside down. Just with respect to, like, deadly and strike through is a deadly combination, I guess you could say. Because you're able to obviously, you know, kill everything in the lane then. Or, actually, I don't know how that works. I think it more so just hits your face. Right, it wouldn't hit everything there. This is pretty good of a spot to be in. Right, so this should be the last game. We would get to rank 5. We would complete the second weekly class. And we got through at least a number of heroes, so the Smash did okay. Captain Combustible is a bit of a letdown, even though he's earned the right to be a letdown because he's been so good the last couple episodes. Even if we're giving him the first spot, doesn't mean that he has to perform well in it. This is pretty good. I think I was about to play Rocket League a couple weeks ago and then I just didn't do it. I wanted to play like New World instead. That's what that Wednesday format is good for. Like, I just have an urge to randomly play some game that I haven't played in a long time, or even that I've never played before, and then I just do it. Okay, so you still won't die. This should be like my last chance to get there. If I lose this, I can't play anymore for today anyway. Yeah, this is kind of the perfect game to play in a position like mine, where I have become like a filthy casual, where I'm sort of like, you know, not really as hardcore as I used to be, or not playing as much, or not streaming as much, or like kind of splitting myself between all these different categories, and also playing like only secondary categories as if they're my primary category. Like, all these card games would always have been a secondary category, not unlike chess, of course. It's not even out of a choice like, oh, I'd rather do that. It's just more like, oh, I don't have time to necessarily do anything else, right? So that obviously becomes a factor. Come on, bro, how long are you gonna delay the inevitable here? We should queue up again. Keep farming this Vegito clown guy. We get up almost to 1,000 again, which is beautiful because, yeah, we literally started at 500 something and we didn't even get anything from that stupid pinata. But that means that if Bad Moon Rising comes up, we can get potentially 2 of them, right? Like next time or whenever, because that's what I want to have sort of in my back pocket. Okay, see you tomorrow.